Hi gorgeous people from sunny and beautiful Australia. It's been a long time since I vlogged, so I just wanted to tell you about a few series that are happening right now and which one is my favorite. So there is Ramo, which is like a mafia type of movie. I love Murat, so it's a really good one to watch, but I didn't manage to get into it somehow. And there is also Zemheri, which I started thinking would be really nice, but I'm already getting a little bit bored with the same story of a antagonist who is caught up in a false relationship because of the bribery of Artan. So Ayaz found himself in a tangle with Artan, having to have a relationship with his sister against his own will when his mum killed his father. And by means of hiding from the police that Ayaz's mum was a murderer, Artan manages to bribe Ayaz into having a sort of a relationship with his sister. And then we have the beautiful Firuze, who suffers 2 years of not knowing where Ayaz has disappeared to and why. And when they do finally meet up again, she realizes that he is hiding something. And in the last episode, she herself gets tangled with Artan in a very similar way, because her sister has managed to kill in her own defense a guy that was trying to force himself onto her, and Artan takes this opportunity to trap Firuze. So Artan has in effect trapped Firuze and Ayaz, and will they get together? I don't know. So I'm already really frustrated with this show, and I'm inclined just to watch these summaries and fragments just to see how it's proceeding. My other frustration is with the story of or the love triangle between Geddes, Sanjar, and the lovely, or I forget the name, but Neslihan is in this beautiful show, the ambassador's daughter. Nare, that's right, Nare is her name. And I kind of begin to remember bits of Kara Sevda and San Anlat Karadeniz, which unfortunately has some negative points in that they tend to drag the story. And for me, neither Sanjar nor Geddes would make ideal partners for Nare. I think she deserves a much better, much stronger actor to play. No one will be Burak Oskovic, who played Emir in Kara Sevda. And I was thinking it's about time that maybe they teamed her up with Kivanch or Jvanch Tatlituk. That would have been a really nice choice. Then maybe I would have had more sympathy with Sanjar's character, although that's not how you should base it on. But I really don't have any sympathy with Sanjar. He should have believed Nare all those years ago, at the night of their wedding, that she was innocent, that she was attacked. He never did. So for me, he's doing too little too late. So I'm really bored with that show. I'm really sorry to say this. I have to confess that again, that's another show that I'm just watching the fragments for, and the summaries. My favorite is based on a true story called Your Destiny is Your Home, or My Home in the English version. There is English subtitles available on YouTube, so if you look up My Home, it will come up. So Dogdugûn ev Kaderindir, Kaderindir, I can't remember, sorry, the exact pronunciation for it, is based on the life of this beautiful girl called Zainab, who whose parents were very poor, and couldn't afford to look after their three children, two boys and Zainab. Um, the boys die in their young age. One certainly dies of illness, and I think the other one dies soon after or disappears. But the father is a drunkard, and when the lady of the manor where Zainab's mum was a cleaner, offers to take Zainab and bring her up as her own daughter and give her all the opportunities that they can never give her. She discusses it with her husband, and he's only too eager to let this happen. So Zainab has this opportunity to make something of herself. She goes to law school, and towards the end of her last year at uni, destiny has it that she comes to an agreement with her biological parents to marry Mehdi. Mehdi's mum was also very keen for Zainab to become her daughter-in-law. So both Mehdi and Zainab have a little discussion about this. They meet by accident one day, and he is very impressed how this beautiful, elegant young lady stops the car to help someone who is crossing the road, a lady of the neighborhood that he would often give a refuge to. That was their first encounter, and he often wondered how such a lovely, beautifully dressed woman would go in the mud and get dirty just to help this poor lady. Anyway, when he finds out that Zainab is the girl that his mum intends for him, he agrees to marry Zainab. And when Zainab finds out in a blind date that Mehdi is the guy that her mum wants her to marry, actually is kind of pleasantly surprised, and they give it a go. So the story is about all the challenges that they have to face in this new relationship of theirs. And she cannot cut completely from her rich parents, and is finding it difficult to have a balance between her life with Mehdi in her new role, and her free and rich life at Neriman's house. In the meantime, we have the confusing issue of of Banal, who is the ex-girlfriend of Mehdi, and finds herself pregnant with his baby, and she is persuaded by Zainab, who has no idea that this is Mehdi's baby, to keep the baby, not to have the abortion, not to go ahead with the abortion, and arranges when Banal says there is no way she can stay in the neighborhood. If the neighbors find out that she's pregnant out of wedlock, they won't speak to her, and it would look really bad for her. It'll be bad for her and her baby. Zainab arranges for her to go to her rich family home for a while, and I think this would be a very great new project for her rich mum. Now that she's married and out of that house, she will have a new sort of baby to see grow up. And so it'll be interesting to see if Zainab finds out that Banal's baby is Mehdi's baby, and will Mehdi find out too, and how is that going to affect their relationship. I haven't read the book, I don't know how to get hold of the original book, and in many ways I'm looking forward to a surprise each week to see how their relationship proceeds. He is clearly smitten by her. He has fallen in love with Zainab, as per his own confession to his sister, which Zainab does overhear, and I think that secretly she's flattered by all this love and attention. I don't think she has truly fallen in love. I don't think she was really in love with Farouk, and that's why she asks Mehdi, how did he know that he's in love with her? Um, and he said, love is unconditional. You fall in love, you have this excitement in your heart. And she says, but I have many flaws and, many faults. How could you love me? I don't think I am the girl that you're really looking for, or the girl that you really think that I am. And he says, he takes her beautiful face in his hands and says very gently that you are beautiful to me, and I accept you with your flaws, with all your goodness and all your faults, regardless. I find you beautiful as you are. And so, yeah, we all feel that there's a really good chemistry between Zainab and Mehdi. And Demet Özdemir, whom I thought was just playing, especially after Kenji Kush, which was Early Bird, which was actually a really fun comedy, romantic comedy. I found it very difficult to think that she could play a more serious role, but I think she's playing it really well so far, so I'm not disappointed, and I'm looking forward to next week's episode. So I hope you enjoyed this quick vlog, and I hope that we can watch many more episodes together of this lovely show, and I hope that the writers continue to tell us what happens in their relationship, and I hope that there'll be a good ending for Mehdi and Zainab. I think they both deserve to be together. I believe that if her destiny is with Mehdi, then she's very lucky, because although she didn't really have much luck with her biological parents and her rich family who have dreams of their own for her, she can be truly herself with Mehdi, and Mehdi will be her home. Till next time, speak to you soon.